Good morning and welcome to Sunrise with Dr. Surajit Khanna, a news bite for ages 10 to 25, brought to you by KhannaForYouth.com, KHANNA for youth.com. A good morning message, a short snippet of today's news. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, a little bit after 9 o'clock. Join us and see our faces at Facebook.com/KhannaForYouth. That's Khanna for Youth on Facebook. You can also view our past Sunrise videos at sunriseupdate.com. Dr. Khanna is an attorney, a child safety advocate, and a servant of the underserved, champion of the nonprofit Voice of the Kids. He launched his post-incarcerated Juvenile Justice Reformation Act initiative, which we call in short, the Returning Youth Initiative. Dr. Khanna saw that the Reformation Act did not adequately care for ex-offenders once released and decided he would address this with his Returning Youth Initiative, where we are returning underserved, post-incarcerated young adults back to a productive life by providing them housing, training, along with the required medical, psychological assistance they need to secure a job, build their careers, and greatly improve their lives. Please visit us at returningyouth.com. And this morning, we are joined, Dr. Khanna, by Sharon Miller. Good morning, Sharon. Good morning, Dr. Khanna.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Sharon. Good morning, Gary. Thank you very much for joining this morning's Sunrise. As we always try to do this as a news bite to the young adults, especially to the age from 13 to 25 or 13 to 30, so that they can have something to bite on the morning. Well, the reason I have Sharon here today with us, because the whole thing of the whole environment going on since last week is the graduation week. So, Gary, have you witnessed any graduation going on in your family and friends?
Well, as you remember, we had a friend on the radio show, a friend of a friend, actually the granddaughter of a pastor friend of mine from California, who was petitioning the college out there to have an in-face. They wanted an in-face graduation. It didn't work, unfortunately. So they ended up having a virtual, and a lot of colleges are having virtual. Some are having live. It's strange. I can't figure out which ones are live and which ones are virtual.
Well, that's why, one of the live walk-in and the graduation happened with Sharon's family. Most recently was yesterday, the Mother's Day. By the way, before we start the show, I would like to convey belated Happy Mother's Day to every mother. Those are going to watch here. And also, Sharon, Happy Mother's Day. And could you share your experience about the graduation, some having virtual and some having walk-in? And you witnessed one of the walk-in of your close family member. And I'm not going to share anything, but I'm going to give it to you to talk about this graduation a little bit.
Yeah. So, my daughter graduated yesterday from Butler University. And so, we were very fortunate because every student that chose to walk was given 2 tickets. And, it was really different. I mean, obviously the chairs were spaced, really far between, and the kids were spaced. Actually, I can share my screen of one of the pictures because I just, if you give me a second to get it pulled up, as I continue talking. But it was really different because the kids were all sitting across in the bleachers. It was in Butler Fieldhouse. So, we all got to experience it. And virtually, like my family, they all got together and sat at one of the family members' houses. And then the students all got to, but I'll just share this so you can kind of see how they had the students sitting, because I thought that, just for people who haven't experienced it, this was my daughter's graduation. So I know it's grainy. It might be a little bit grainy. She's sitting right here, but they were lined all the way around the Butler Fieldhouse, about halfway around. And then the parents were spaced equally the same way, sitting across. We were very fortunate because we were on the very bottom row. You can see that the seating is all spaced apart as well, for where the deans of the different area sat. So, this was the experience. And then I'll just show you real quickly the video, like when the kids walked up, what they experienced, because I thought this was really unique how they did it. So I'll just play this real quick. As soon as it gets done schooling, that is. So, but yeah, so the kids, they walked up. I don't know if this is gonna, there we go. So as you see, they walked up, and this is what I thought was really kind of cool how they did it. So all the kids got the fist bump. And then they walked off. And so, and then when they came off, they actually went behind the backside, went up a back set of stairs, and then entered on the second level to come back and sit down in their seats, just so that they weren't, they weren't passing each other anymore than they had to. But where we were sitting, it was really nice for my my ex-husband and I, because the kids entered from both the right and left side to the stage. But when they entered to go back to their seats, everybody had to walk basically right in front of where we were sitting. So I was able to get a lot of pictures, even for the other parents, because if they were on the second level of the bleacher stages, and they weren't going to get a good photo if they didn't have a high resolution Zoom type camera. And we were just very fortunate to have the seats that we had. So, but our families watched it all virtually. The actual booklet that came with graduation was all virtual. So we walked in, you were basically allowed what you carried in your hands, or could put in a clear bag. And, you went to your seats, and we got there 90 minutes ahead of time. And, even within probably, an hour and 15 minutes ahead of time, they already had the kids in the bleacher sitting in their seats. There was a lot of sitting, just waiting for things to happen. But it was just exciting to be able to be there. And graduation was right at an hour. I mean, I couldn't believe how fast they moved it through.
Wow.
So they had, I think there was around 970 kids that graduated from Butler University between Saturday and Sunday. They had 6 different commencement ceremonies.
Oh, wow. So this is something which, which you experienced, which you think that is different than normal pre-COVID, right? So
yeah, pre-COVID, she probably would have got 4 to maybe 6 tickets.
Wow. Gary, you have any comments on this?
Well, I want to show a picture, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Oh my God.
There you go.
Oh my God.
I hope you don't mind, Dr. Khanna.
Oh my God, that's my son. Yeah, they're having a virtual graduation, and this is all you get. That's not the best picture of mine, but but yeah, this is exactly what's happening. And
what is he graduating with? I think it's a great, nice picture. What is he graduating with, Doctor?
Well, he graduated from school as a neuroscience major.
Wow.
And yeah, with his pre-med thing, but yeah, I was feeling really bad. All the students, they have, I think the 2,000 students were graduating, and everybody were virtual. And it's just unbelievable. The excitement you don't see, because all they were doing was taking pictures with their parents, with their friends, to make sure they can capture memorably. But what Sharon just shared, that is great. And now at least they had a time to walk in. But it's funny that you see, instead of shaking hand anymore, you got to have a, fist.
Yeah.
That was different. That was nice. So Sharon, what kind of message would you give to the students here, those who are listening and will be listening? Because I know, like Gary said, some of them are fighting. They were fighting to be in a stand-in, but the colleges are not accepting it. And so there is a lot of discouragement, though.
Yeah.
So what do you think about, sharing with other kids? What message would you give?
I would just say, just be proud of yourself, and just accept the fact that, we live in a different world now. And is it fair that you didn't get a graduation that you wanted for your parents to be able to be there and see you walk across the stage? it's not. And, and that's just how life is. And hopefully next year we're all back to normal. But, you did it. I mean, be proud of yourself for that. Have a little virtual party with your friends or have a party in person with your friends and family. Just be excited for yourselves for what you accomplished. And don't let how it ended be something that is, falls into a negative. Go out and conquer the world because you did it.
Absolutely. I agree with that, Sharon. I think that's a great message. Do you echo that, Gary?
Oh, of course, definitely. I mean, graduation is a great milestone. College isn't easy. Grad school is not easy, and it's a time for partying and for the family to recognize you, and to get the recognition from your peers in the school. So everybody should really pitch in and give due respect to people that graduate.
Yeah. And my daughter, I'll just share this with you. My daughter and her friends decided to go around campus and take a bunch of fun photos. So they
Oh wow.
That's
yeah.
cute.
So they went around campus and took a bunch of fun photos and just really tried to enjoy the moment.
Absolutely. I think that's the message everybody need to take from this morning news bite, that like Sharon said and Gary said, you did it. You achieved that major milestone. Okay. Don't held that, oh, you did not walk in, that's why nobody recognized. No, we all recognize what you have done, the 4 years or 2 years, whatever you did graduate from. Just celebrate, go ahead and celebrate, but be safe, because safety is number one priority. If we are not safe, then we cannot get out of this this COVID craziness. But I really want to thank Sharon for coming in this morning and sharing your wonderful experience over the weekend to the kids, that, hey, if you have any fun pictures, send it to us. We will post it for you. We will share it and we will celebrate for you. That's the whole purpose of this particular show. So again, thank you very much. Gary, it's up to you.
Well, Sharon and Dr. Khanna, we have Mother Earth, as you know, and we have Father Time, and I don't know, some of us have Uncle Vinny, but today is, believe it or not, I'm going to show you, today is Mother Ocean Day.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's nice.
So respect our oceans. They believe 1/4 of all species of the world are in the ocean, the 5 oceans. Although they're not sure, the oceans have been not fully explored. Some of them are 7 miles deep. 7 miles deep, and the tallest mountain in the world is not Mount Everest. It's a mountain in the ocean if you measure it from its base to its top. So it's an interesting place. It's fun to go in the ocean. So Mother Ocean Day. Thank you, Dr. Khanna. Thank you, Sharon, and God bless you.
Thank you.